Imagine waking up every day knowing that even if no one claps, even if no one notices, everything you're doing right now is quietly building your future. Now take a deep breath and ask yourself, are you planting the right seeds today? Og Mandino once said, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. This isn't just a quote, it's a law of life. And in the next few minutes, you're going to see how this simple truth can completely reshape your mindset, your results, and your destiny. How many times have you poured your heart into something and felt like no one cared? How often have you given your energy, your attention, your time, only to receive silence in return? That's where Og Mandino's wisdom truly comes alive. Doing your best, even when no one's watching, is an act of belief. Not belief in others, belief in yourself, belief in the process, faith in the invisible harvest that hasn't appeared yet, but is already on its way. You see, every action matters. Every choice done with excellence is like a drop that builds an ocean. And those who keep swimming in that ocean, who stay consistent, always go further. Today you will understand how small seeds of effort turn into powerful results, and why so many never get there, even though they plant. The difference lies not just in the seed, but in how it's planted. Because it's not enough to act. You have to act with intention. You have to be fully present. That's the difference between average and exceptional. Og Mandino didn't say, do it when you feel like it. He said, always do your best. That means if you're learning, learn with full focus. If you're working, pour yourself into it. If you're helping someone, be all there. Doing your best isn't just about effort, it's about devotion. And when you devote yourself, something incredible starts happening. The world responds, quietly, slowly, but surely. Things start moving behind the scenes. Most people give up too soon because they expect fast rewards. But life doesn't follow your impatience. Life respects natural timing, and you have to respect that too. You've never seen a farmer plant a seed and expect a harvest the next day. That would be absurd. The farmer prepares the soil, plants with care, waters consistently, protects the crop, waits through storms, heat, drought, and then waits some more. But it's not passive waiting. It's active care. It's consistent effort. That's what doing your best means. The harvest isn't a reward, it's a result. And here's the real twist. Even if the harvest is late or smaller than expected, the farmer still wins. Why? Because he knows he gave it his all. And that brings peace. That builds dignity. Because the true transformation begins within. When you give your best, you evolve. You become stronger, wiser, more resilient. And that's why Og Mandino was right. The harvest will come. But first, it starts inside. Now let's talk about the danger of immediacy. We live in a society addicted to quick wins. People want success without the struggle, results without process. But nature doesn't work like that. You can't rush a harvest without killing the crop. You can't skip steps without paying a price. Real, lasting success is built slowly. It comes only to those who dare to plant without guarantees. Your best effort is like a rare seed. It might look small, even pointless at first, but inside it holds massive potential. And that seed needs water. Every single day. It needs discipline, emotional care, patience, not a burst of energy followed by silence, not action today and neglect tomorrow. Consistency is what separates dreamers from achievers. And here is the hard truth that will set you free. You can control the harvest, but you have total control over the planting, over what you choose to do today, over how you show up. That's powerful, because it shifts your focus from anxiety over the outcome to the strength of the now. When you understand that, you start valuing the present moment more. You realize that every act is an invisible investment. And even when it seems like nothing's happening, life is watching. The universe is recording, and it rewards those who stay the course. Doing your best isn't about being perfect. It's about intention and consistency, even when you mess up, even when you fail. The dedication is what counts, and that dedication, sooner or later, always pays off. Not just with external results, but with the kind of person you become. Have you ever heard the story of the Chinese bamboo? For the first 5 years, you plant the seed and nothing. No growth, no sprout, not even a sign of life. 5 long years of silence. Most people would give up. But then, in the 6th year, something incredible happens. The bamboo shoots up over 80 feet in just a few weeks. So what was happening during those 5 years? The roots were growing, expanding, strengthening. Because to grow tall, you must first grow deep. That's exactly what Og Mandino was trying to tell us. The harvest will come, but before that, your roots must grow strong. Before the world sees your success, you have to build a foundation no one sees. That takes patience, that takes faith. That takes doing your best even when no one notices. And if you're asking, but what if I give my best and still fail? You're asking the wrong question, because doing your best is the success. The outcome might not look the way you pictured it. It might take longer. It might show up differently. But trust this, it will come. Sometimes life takes you on a path you didn't expect, not because you failed, but because you're ready for more. But for that to happen, you must trust. Doing your best is not a one-time act. It's a mindset, a lifestyle. It's a declaration that says, I will show up fully, regardless of the applause, regardless of the timeline. And when you vibrate at that level, things shift. Opportunities show up. The right people appear. The world begins to mirror your effort, all because you planted with purpose. Now it's time for a gut check moment. Are you really doing your best? Or are you just doing enough to get by? Are you moving with purpose or floating on autopilot? Have you been procrastinating, waiting, holding back because you don't see results yet? Let me remind you, recognition is not the goal. Visible results are not the only reward. The becoming is the reward. The discipline, the growth, the identity you're building in silence. That's what no one can take from you. Stop comparing your planting to someone else's. Your soil is different. Your purpose is different. Focus on this. Are you watering your seeds with intention? Are you nurturing your potential with patience, love, and resilience? Because in the end, life doesn't reward the talented. It rewards the consistent. You want to change your life? Start right now, today. Do your best with what you already have. That boring job, that small project, that ordinary routine. Treat it like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. Excellence in the small things is what forges greatness in the big things. It's in the unnoticed, behind-the-scenes, everyday grind where champions are built. Og Mandino knew that. He wrote in silence before anyone cared. He gave his all when no one was reading. And today, his words are still echoing in millions of lives, including yours. So ask yourself this: what are you planting today? And more importantly, how are you planting it? Are you going through the motions, or are you moving with purpose? Remember, what you plant today, you will harvest tomorrow. But more important than the fruit is the person you become through the process. The integrity, the perseverance, the fire, doing your best, day after day, even without applause, even without a crowd. That's what shapes your future. And that is what truly matters. Because those who plant with truth harvest with greatness. Always. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Be a sower of seeds in someone else's life. Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more people willing to plant with purpose and harvest with wisdom.